understand what the problem is. I don't understand what does this every time.
I do not know.
Hopefully those guys come back.
Well, hopefully, it looked like we had a pretty good start. So
Randy was there and Dennis was there. Okay, said I don't understand why it does that, man. It puts you right and it puts me crooked. I just don't get it.
well, you was nothing but a black screen for me.
Yeah,
So.
said I haven't gotten the computer thing down quite yet. Oh, Randy's back. Hey, Randy, what's up? There's Dennis.
Yep.
Glad you guys came back. Somebody else is in there too. I don't know who.
You got to be proud of Dennis. He got his handle changed today.
Did he?
Yes. You notice it doesn't say Dennis.
Good for you.
See, you're not as dumb as you said you was.
Nope. I don't know. What do you got coming in for weather this time? We're supposed to get all kinds of stuff next week again. They're supposed to have something over the weekend. I'm disgusted already.
I think he's bringing out the dog sled.
Believe me, I'm putting a damper a lot of my stuff. You took your son to go fix it? Well, that's what sons are for. See, that's why you actually make them in the beginning, just to, help you work on stuff. It actually works a little while, but then it gets old, believe me, because they realize, hey, why am I doing this for free? But it is what it is. Three to 6 tomorrow. Well, you can have it. You maybe can take another 6, 8 inches. You could have ours too. Wow. Yeah, we're supposed to go down to single digits too. That's for sure.
Yeah. The Arctic chill is coming, Dennis, because it's here now.
Yep, and I don't think we're going to get out of it this year. It's here to stay this year, man. We're gonna ride this one right to the end. So how'd you make out with your oil slick? I mean, antifreeze Mustang. You got to come up with a name for that. You know that, right?
Well, one guy and I kind of liked it. He said, "Money for nothing." I kind of like that. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't decided yet. It may not get a name.
There's my kid. Mike, that's my kid on there just posted.
Okay. Hey, John.
You're out riding around in the golf cart now? Seriously? He has a golf cart
in Florida.
He's home now. If he has a beer, he's out on his golf cart. He's done working. Unbelievable.
Well, he's younger. He's not on blood thinner.
Not yet. It's going. Johnny, don't wreck that golf cart. Try not to freeze to death. He was the one that got me on that heated coat stuff. That's why I have one. Love them things, man. I wouldn't do without one.
You guys smash that like button for us, okay?
Saving money, just like something.
I don't know if I can do it or not. Nope, it won't let me. Hey, I'm not above liking myself, so.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm not saying I haven't stopped completely. I have a beer once in a while, just socially or go out to eat, but you put a case of beer in the refrigerator, it'll be in there for 2 years, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Here and there, go over to the neighbor. That's it.
It's a morning is what I don't like. So.
Yeah, right.
I went to a Mexican restaurant and had a large margarita and about stumbled out.
Johnny said he was working on the service truck, cleaning it up for tomorrow's jobs. Hey, Trace. Hello.
We like to be tested.
Yeah, Dennis, we like you. Don't worry. We just got to help you on your editing a little bit. Hey, we're up to 8. I don't know where they are, but yeah, this is not going to be forgiving this year. That's for sure. I'm not looking forward to it, man. Hey, did you look into that anymore, Mike, about that? What that? What's his name? He wants to do that thing down by you. That drag. That was that like a drag and drive thing? I sent you.
Oh, he sent me a message on it. Um, um, and he said he'd keep in touch, and then he joined my Facebook page. So hopefully, we'll stay in contact on it. I think he's in a good area, and I know kind of where he's talking about. I figure out and the drag strip he's probably talking about, and dirt track he's probably talking about. So, and they're all within a couple hours of each other. So it'd be a day event. It'd be a good thing. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, the dirt track part though. Yeah, I don't know about that. Dennis
Well,
says
he said only a couple laps, so it wasn't going to be like a full-fledged race. It's kind of like an endurance type thing. You're driving down the road, and then you're going to go make a couple passes on the drag strip, and then you'll probably drive up to the dirt track and run a couple laps on it. And I don't know exactly the details yet, but it sounds
it's like a drag and drive. Dennis put up here that he said he finally figured out how to make longer videos and post them.
Yeah, just talk longer.
Yeah, right, Randy said there's still a lot of eagles down there where he's at. My kid said the air compressor froze up in a service truck again. That's unbelievable. That thing freezes up every time it gets cold out. One of them's on the back. It's a gas motor. The compressor head freezes up on it. It is the season. Pretty computer stupid. Don't worry, Dennis. I'm right with you there, brother. I'm pretty computer stupid myself.
Well, yeah, and Dennis, you can tell we're in the majority on most of this stuff from the other live that we were on earlier. Nobody else knew how to change the names either. So,
yeah,
I wouldn't know how to done it. It's just that's the way mine was set up, and just the way it is.
We're all
I know,
old.
Dennis, older than dirt.
Yep. But yeah, I saw that thing pop up, and that's why I sent it to you. I don't know. That's kind of far for me.
Yeah, it'd be a little far, but
I'm dying to do one, but
it's probably 2 or 3 hours for me. So it would be something very doable for me. And plus, it's not like it's a multi-day thing. It's I can drive there, compete, and drive back all on the same day. So,
hey, Jamie, what's up? Jamie just came on.
Holds out. Hey, Jamie. That'd be something for Jamie too. That'd be doable for him if he was interested too.
Yeah, I talked to him about it. He said about I think he said his 95 Chevy he has.
Yeah.
He might be able to do it, but the dirt track part, he's not too keen on either.
Well, Dennis, having a garage in your name is more than it's cracked up to be. You have to. You got to compete with everybody.
Look what Randy said. The phone's smarter than I am.
That's what I said. I wish I would have named mine the Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a cabinet of doom. I have a filing cabinet in the garage with four drawers in it, and it is full of bolts and spikes and nails and screws. And every time you go in there and dig, you come out with bloody fingers. It's a guarantee. So we call it the cabinet of doom.
Yeah. Or call it the Shop of Regrets.
Yeah, that's the truth. I know that.
Well, buildings are bigger than shops, so that's a plus. You got more room.
They're better than gravel on your knees outside.
Yep.
Did that for many, many years. That takes its toll on the body.
I can see you out there with a a tarp working under it in your 12 foot of snow, Dennis.
Yeah, right. Using the snowblower to get there. I don't miss those days, man.
Yep, we all had to do it when we were young.
Yep. Couldn't afford to do anything else. I remember putting motors in myself, transmissions in. That's why I'm as messed up as I am. Maybe even mentally a little bit, but physically a lot.
Many
Oh,
times
yeah.
the shade tree, Randy.
Been there and done that, dude. Been there and done that. Put the come along around the tree and pull. Yank a
I
motor out.
don't think it would, Jamie. And as much money as you put into that front end, I don't think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
what I.
cool to come and hang out and watch it. I think you could
Oh, yeah.
always the dirt track. You could go down the strip.
Oh, yeah. Baby transmissions. Yeah, we know compared to what you do. Kids talking about 13 speeds and 10 speeds. Yeah, we know those things weigh a ton. Yeah, Dennis, and you probably would. I could see it now. With a space heater under the tarp.
Well, I've had to put a tarp over a garage door and didn't have a door on it.
Yeah.
Pouring down rain and try to run a torpedo heater and the
Mhm.
tarp's blowing, the snow's coming in, and yeah, good times. Not.
Don't care to do them again.
Nope.
You got a nice scenery going on there, Mike, with that big building you got, where you got the
Well-
Mustang in. That's a nice garage, just like mine.
Yeah, it took years to get that
Oh yeah, sure, I know.
and a garage fire. So first
Oh,
one,
Almost. I had one. Well, almost had one. Luckily, it didn't happen. But I remember how many years I worked at the garage out here. I worked with extension cords, man, from the house. Many, many, many years.
yeah.
That's how I got hit by lightning the first time. Oh yeah. You notice how I'm not laughing much? Yeah, the lightning hit the house, hit the well, went in through the house, and found the outside outlet without the extension cords, and hit me. I was standing right in front of the unplugged extension cord. Nailed me.
Hmm.
My vision was blurred. That's Johnny. He's on here. He'll tell you if he's still here. My vision was blurred for a couple days after that, man.
You
That was
just
pretty
blew
wild.
a freeze plug, Randy? Just recently? Well, Jamie, did you see
Yeah.
my latest short? You may want to look at the latest short. It's about 14 seconds long, but it kind of explains how things are going.
Heck, you could probably make cheesecake out of that stuff if you would have saved it.
I was thinking about getting a straw and sucking it out, but that or
See what
putting
the-
air compressor on the top and blowing it out.
Guys, see what the kid said? He says, yeah, you're still messed up from it. See, I told you. When it lightnings around here, nobody even get there. As soon as we get bad lightning storm, everybody like scattered. Nobody stands next to me. Never.
It's because you've got orange paint in your eyes, Dennis.
Yeah, right? At least he does his lives on his computer. I can't figure out how to do that.
Well, Randall, I don't blame you. I'd run from him too. Smart people run away.
You're right. So
January.
Dennis, what are you working on anyways? We know what Mike's doing. He's making chocolate milk or something. Whatever you call that stuff.
Slushy. Chocolate slushy.
I've never heard it that bad. The way you were telling me about it, I don't know if you told all these guys, but that's just
Oh, I
amazing.
I
That's
put
just
3 gallons of diesel fuel in the crankcase and let it set for a couple days. it didn't cut the sludge. I drained it out, poured another gallon in it, let it sit for a couple more days, still come out in clumps. And today was digging the sludge out with a long screwdriver. Then it ended up with a long coat hanger and brake clean through the drain hole. So that 2 hours, and I got it clean inside. Hopefully the sump is not clogged up, but I can't see the screen on it. So
Notice how he told you most of that with his eyes closed because he doesn't really want to remember it again.
it's a nightmare.
Dennis, what did you pick up? A horse-drawn buggy? Does it have nitrous? I hope so.
Well, I got it clean, Jamie. I took a borescope poked it through the drain plug, and it looks clean up by the bearings. The best I can tell, I can see the sump, but like I say, I can't see the screen on the sump. So I'm hoping all that sludge was down in the bottom of the pan, and it didn't hit the sump tube.
That's what I said. It's almost a borderline that I don't know.
I guess we shall soon see in the next day or two if it does start or not. I've got to check, make sure I'm getting the fuel pump is working, and if the fuel pump is working, it should fire up.
Unfortunately, if that thing had a distributor, it wouldn't be so bad. You could put the drill on it and you could run that, you know what I mean? You could clean the whole damn thing.
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I thought about that, and then I remembered that it does not have a shaft distributor. So that kind of.
How does the oil pump driven on that? You sure it's not just a blank over the hole for the distributor? Because how would the oil pump get driven? It's got to have a shaft.
If you look how to change the head gasket on videos, you unbolt 2 bolts and the distributor lifts out and it's on a bracket, sits on a bracket up by the water pump above it. So it doesn't go into the motor. It's all electronic.
And Johnny, I found one of those books for your Bobcat stuff from Highway Equipment, one of those thick books. So I didn't throw it away. I figured at some point you may need that. See, he started out, guys, at Highway Equipment, working on.
I wish I could, Dennis. I'm on my phone because it wouldn't let me do my laptop. So I don't think I can. I don't know. I don't think I can.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It'll knock you off. That's what it usually does. You can send a direct messenger.
Sludge is never a good thing. Yeah. You guys check out the little 14-second video. You'll understand. It was, 63 years, I've never seen an oil product ever come out of a pan like that. So, oil product, because I don't know what else is in there.
How long did they run it like that?
I don't know. And, it almost looks like they've never changed oil, and then they filled it up with oil again because it had 2 or 3 times the amount of oil that should have been in it. It was halfway up the freaking dipstick. I'm sure that everything was submerged.
Wow.
And it understands why it cranked hard. That explains it. So.
Yeah, you were probably compression liquid.
Yeah. I mean, there was nowhere to move. Everything was full. So
they're known for that, man. They are known for that.
So we shall see. Depending on, supposed to go look at something else tomorrow and pick the coldest day of the year so far to go look at it, but not my choice.
That's going to be a cool ride. We'll leave it at that. But I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. I guess they only made them for 2 years, from what I understand. So.
Really?
Yeah, 78 and 79.
I got a garage
But
about
anyway,
500 feet from me where the mechanic that kind of weighs doing. That kind of didn't make sense right at the end, Randy. You might want to try that again. Do you make that
Randy,
Mike
what
make
part of the
sense?
world are you from?
What's that?
I asked Randy what part of the world he was from. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
I
Just
forget. He did say before I thought, because he was on here before I thought. AutoZone.
3 gallons of oil. I guess you didn't
Oh.
know the difference between gallons and quarts.
Oh my God.
And you guys didn't go out and stop her.
They were probably, if it would have been a cell phone time, they'd
They
have been
were
taking
probably
video.
inside laughing.
Hey, that would have been a good short form if it had been now.
That was back in the day before cell phones, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Some
That's
of us were,
wild.
that I don't drown. Nothing amazes me.
Nope. And it's even worse today. Because,
Oh, I know.
back then, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people had common sense back then.
No,
And
it isn't so.
we'll just let that alone.
They can't call it common sense anymore because it's uncommon to have.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I don't take some stuff I don't do.
Iowa, you're my
Iowa.
neighbor. You're just above me. You can keep that snow up there in Iowa. Yeah, it's not full until it's running out, just like a rear end, right, Jamie?
That's right. Hey, when we got in the old Detroit diesels, we used to overfill them on purpose. Because you're putting a gallon a day in them anyway, so it didn't matter. Just fill it up. Every day we'd fill it up. You blow it out in no time. I don't know. We're not pulling very hard tonight. I think trying to get on 2 or 3 times really didn't help
It
matters.
does. YouTube won't push it after the first one. They pretty much won't push it.
Because,
That's
like I
why.
said, I don't understand what happens. I don't know why it does it. I don't know what the reason is behind it, but it kicks it sideways, and I don't know why.
I don't know. I know the other day when I went live and I lost internet connection for probably 15 seconds. It didn't lose the live stream, but it lost to where people couldn't type in the chat. It just locks up the chat. Well, there's no way of fixing it.
Yeah.
The only way you can fix it is go out and start again. So I went out and started again. A couple people come back, and then they said no audio. So after 2 minutes, I said, "That's it. I'm not going to fight it." So you're right, Jamie. It does have a mind of its own.
Yep.
And it does what it wants to do.
Get your vehicle towed to the shop at $80. That's cheap. That's cheap.
$80 is unheard of.
Yeah.
It's about probably, I'd say, minimum of $200 here.
See, it did that again. Message is held for review. I don't know why it does that. Let me see what it says.
It's on your end, not on mine. I don't see it.
It said Randy put it up. It says
Philadelphia.
until it runs out. The dipstick. Big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you let it run out of the dipstick, it's going to be running out of the carb most of the time.
I've seen that happen. Believe me, I've seen it happen more than once. Especially when I didn't know any better. We got to learn the hard way. Unfortunately. Yeah, YouTube is changing. You're 100% right.
And we're all kind of late to the game, too.
Yeah, like about 25 years. guy said, look what Vice Grip Garage started. 2009. I don't remember the month. He duct taped his phone to his garage door. And
I'm
look what
going
he
to
is
say
now.
he started about when it started because I've been on it probably 15 years, not active as a viewer, not a, I hate the word content creator, but mainly watching YouTube videos. And that's kind of why I got into it. I have a bunch of junk and I got to work on it. So why not
Yep.
put the camera in front of me? So
Yeah, unfortunately, when you have that camera in front of you, it slows everything down by like 3 times.
it does. Trying to get it set just right. And you got to watch what you say.
I've already done something, and I walked around to look at the camera and see how it was, and it stopped or it wasn't doing something. So now I got to go back, take it apart, and do it over. People don't
Oh, no.
realize how long it
Oh,
takes.
no. There is no taking crap apart after I put it together. It'll just be a comment, editing issues, or footage, lost the footage, blah, blah, blah. I ain't tearing nothing apart just to make content.
Yeah, I definitely remember that Jeep. Never had a channel till 21, I believe. That's when I started mine, 21 or 20, 21. I think it was May of 21.
I think mine's coming up for 1 year here. I can't remember if I was thinking I started in March. I think I posted a video in January of last year and one video in February. They weren't great, which most of them are not, but you know, you got to start somewhere.
Well, you
But I
actually
didn't
really,
actively start pushing the channel probably until March of last year.
you did
So
really good then. If you,
I
so you
figure
only been on there a year.
I've got till I call it a year. I'm probably going to wait till like at least March the 1st. So.
Don't worry, Dennis. I feel your pain there, especially when you work a regular job, man. It's just like there's not enough time in a day. And unfortunately, we get older, we get tired. I don't have near the agility I used to. That's for sure. And I'm sure everybody will agree with that.
That's why I say if you wear the same clothes every day, when you do the videos, you don't, it could be all the same day. Nobody knows the difference.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows.
Well, I wouldn't say I'd blow by you, Dennis.
No, just gotta keep up. We got to get that Zuster out on the track and see some running this year.
So I see you're coming to the No Name Nationals, Dennis. I see you said you signed up on John's live stream a little bit ago. Is that correct?
I want to do that too, but you got to walk me through that on Messenger. I want to get up on his live streams too.
Yeah, it's really not hard. I mean, you're there. I mean, you all you have to do is pay your fees and you're in. So, I mean, the worst part about it was getting the 500 subscribers, and you're already there. So,
Yeah, Dennis said he's dedicated.
well, I was dedicated too. I had paid my money before I had my 500 subscribers, so there wasn't an option to fail. And I had no life for 10 months. YouTube was it.
Jamie, I don't remember you saying anything about the Impala. I know. What's the other one? NNN. What's that?
No Name Nationals.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
sorry to hear that, Randy.
Impala for the No Name Nationals, probably.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about that one yet. He's talking about his old C10, I believe.
They were talking about burnout vehicles, and people were talking some smack about it. So,
What's that have for a motor? Jamie, what's that got for a motor in it? Don't say LS either.
You know, see, back in our day, everything was a small block Chevy. Now everything's an LS.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it. You can do a lot with a small block Chevy. You still can. That's why you say when I got this Corvette, I went up to my engine builder and asked him about it. And he's like, "It's just the intake that kills that motor," and it does. And you know what? I looked at 350.
A 454.
Like it? Oh yeah,
Hey,
I'm on a hunt for a 454. I might have found one, but it's a friend of mine, but he won't part with it. I just got to stay
Jimmy,
on it.
how would you like to have a 472?
Oh,
I don't
That's
have it, but I know somebody's got one, or they said they've got one. I haven't seen it. Probably
that
the
one.
hardest to find a tranny to bolt up to it.
You bet a good 400, it would hold up to it.
Yep, exactly. That's what it come out of.
That would be wild. And that C10, that would be
Told me I
cool.
could have it if I drove down to get it. So a
427.
wouldn't we all love to have a 427? Or I'd even go with a Ford with a 426 or a 460. I'd take one of those, even they are Ford.
Oh, I have a couple of 460s here. I have a couple of them.
I guess it was a 420, 429. Yeah.
I have one of those too. I went up to pick up that police interceptor 429 and I got another one with it.
Yeah.
And
Never
so I got two of them.
hard to come by.
Oh, very. Especially with the older heads. I got a set of those in the garage. If it involves Ford, I usually have something stuffed somewhere. I know 427s, you can find them in those old like those tree trimming trucks. I don't know if you guys have Asplund, but that's one of our popular tree guys. Them things, a lot of them have those 427s in them. Or 366. But I was telling Jamie the other night, one of the thing with them, they need a lot of work, but they run steel cranks and stuff.
How big a boat, Dennis? I'm guessing it's an inboard.
Did he just say I'd give it away?
That's
both have it.
That's what he said. And
Now he's talking my language.
free always piques my interest.
Oh, Jesus. Did you see why they flagged that? What Jamie just said?
What?
He said BBC. Think about it. We can't say it really, but I know why they flagged that. Big block Chevy, but that's not what I think they thought it was. That's why they flagged it. You
Okay.
see what? Seriously?
I see it now.
Jamie, shame on you. Oh, now you need a trailer. You're killing me. Yeah, you got flagged.
Just needs a trailer. How big a boat is it? Ain't a cabin cruiser, is it?
Yeah, that would look really funny trying to pull that.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get flagged. Okay. It come up on yours, it didn't show up on mine. So
But that's why they flagged, because he said BBC.
yeah.
That's not what they thought he meant.
Open bow. Okay.
Oh, it's an open bow.
So is it like a ski boat with inboard? I know Junkyard Garage, he'll get an old inboard, and he'll convert it to a vehicle.
See that?
Change the manifolds and stuff.
It's backwards. Sometimes I even amaze myself. Yep. When I get confused, I just read that. It happens time to time, especially when I got to deal with some of this stuff you got to deal with in the garage. Did you guys see that new Hyundai thing? Could you imagine? Did you see that? We're doing the brakes.
No, I hadn't seen it. I heard about it.
They say that you can't do them brakes on that car by yourself. Unless you spend, I think it's like $4,000 for the computer. People just get old in a nursing home. Yep, you're not old till you feel it. Gee, I must be an antique. But anyway, yeah, it's like $4,000 or $4,500 for the computer. And then the software is like, I can't remember, it's like $1,400 a month. Could you imagine? There's no more DIY.
I can fix that. I can. It's called Don't Buy a Hyundai.
That's right. They're pulling the same thing that John Deere did. Right, what is it? Right to repair it's called or whatever? 18-footer, that's not well, I bet you that thing rips. That's not that big.
On what year Fords do you have to on that, Jamie? I know I had to reset something on my 2015 when I done it.
Yeah, some of them you have to reset something. Jamie's an expert on the Ford stuff because that's pretty much all he works on. At least it worked.
Yeah, boats are pretty much a hole you throw money into.
Literally.
Okay, 25 Expedition.
Oh, well, that's high dollar.
Don't
We
have
don't
to
ever-
worry about that because I won't be buying one.
And I'll never be able to afford one. That's probably more than I make in a year.
I probably bought my last new Ford truck. I'm pleased. So, knock on wood, I am pleased with the Ram I have right now. So, except
Oh,
for the
yeah.
dented up tailgate,
Well, how do you do that?
we don't want to talk about
No, but we do.
it. Well, look at the video.
I didn't
I
see
can get the
that one.
views. All my helper. Damn helpers, you know how that is. It's hard to get good
In the
help.
in the clear here, in the clear there, bang.
So, yep, there's no fixing it. I know Dennis says he could get it out, but well, the local body shop didn't think they could. So,
Yeah,
But-
tailgates are rough.
well, they said that I dented it, and the worst part, I could dent the whole truck right in a big old crease. He said it's probably the strongest piece of metal on the truck, which obviously wasn't too strong.
Yeah. 18 or 20 foot. How the heck do you move that without a trailer, though?
Don't.
Improvise. Dennis, does it run? But yeah, I go believe that Hyundai is doing that kind of stuff now. That's like an outrage. Like, could you imagine? I mean, I don't like touching the brakes on these new things anyways. I don't mind the old stuff, but could you imagine? Like, they're gonna corner that market. And all them dummies that are gonna buy those cars. That's the funny part. And like, what if you have guys that they don't even know that they buy the car and then they're like, oh my God, I can't fix this. Well, yeah, now what are you gonna do with it?
Well, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the labor costs on the tailgate was probably more than what the tailgate. The tailgate, it's the whole tailgate, just the shell. I think there was about $670 for the tailgate, which they said was a cheap tailgate. And then the camera and all that stuff,
Oh, I forgot about that.
they said that they would just swap over and the emblems and then painting it. And I figured the paint was going to be as much as the labor is going to be as much as the material. So about $1,500.
That's ridiculous.
It is, but it's like everything else. The $200 tailgates are not there no more. And do you think I could find a green tailgate to match that truck? Nope. Because I only had 2 of them available when I bought that. One was in Arizona, one was in Pennsylvania. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, they're not the most common color.
No, not the way it sounds. It all depends. You get like I got doors for the Kia for my white one. I got on that thing they have on the computer, that site you can look up parts. I found 2. They weren't cheap either.
Randy, a used tailgate for that truck. They looked on eBay, they looked on Marketplace, and everything that popped up was $1,250 plus for a tailgate. And then you're going to have to get it prepped and painted. So there we're probably, you figure it's going to cost $800 to paint it. So now you're looking at $2,000. That's what they were going to initially do, was get a replacement tailgate until they found out how much they were going for.
That is insane. Like, what happened to being reason? But everything is like that. Everything is like that. I've been watching horror stories on some of this stuff, like certain companies where you go to. We won't mention any names because we're not knocking and kicking people, but you get those fast places, you get your oil changes. They actually had video of them taking the oil jugs and filling them from big barrels. So what you think you're getting, you're not. You're just getting a basic oil.
Well, of course they're going to buy the stuff in bulk in 55-gallon drums. They can get half price oil, and I don't blame them. That's just good business. But that's kind of like it's illegal for a bar to take and pour alcohol from one bottle to another. That should be the same with oil.
Randy, I remember once upon a time when you could walk into a dealer and you could order the plainest truck on the planet and be happy with it. Like, seriously. Chevy, Dodge, Ford, no air, crank windows, the plainest truck you could possibly get. If you were lucky, you got power brakes. Oh, they worked fine for me. I don't know about you guys.
Order a vehicle in any color you wanted. It didn't matter if that was a stock color. You could order it in any color you want.
Yes, you could.
Not now. They give you 4 or 5 colors. So take it or leave it.
Yep. There's one. I see one pop up on Facebook. I think it's a 67 or a 68 Galaxy station wagon. The Woody.
Mm-hmm.
He was an older guy. He wanted to go fast and drag race, but his wife said, no, you need a station wagon. He actually ordered that station wagon with a 428 Cobra Jet and a 4-speed transmission with a 410 rear.
Yep.
and they said it's one of one. There was only one ever built, and that was a totally option car. You could do that then. You couldn't. When did that stop? Like into the 80s, I guess.
Probably when the companies all started merging together and limiting our choices. You remember when automatics were optional equipment?
Yeah,
it cost you $1,000 more.
Yep.
Now, a standard transmission's an option.
Yeah, it is.
And very few cars even come out with them.
So I was going to say, if you can get it at all.
Suzuki, some of their models, you can still get a standard transmission.
Like in a classic example, look at the Dodge pickups. The diesel, that was the big thing. The 6-speed, you can't even get it no more. It's all automatic. And they're garbage. And what it costs to rebuild them things? Oh, my God. Your Suburban's worth $500 not running.
Oh, yeah. Oh, without a doubt. I would say more like $1,500 if they're not rotted away, as long as they got a good frame and
Oh, easily.
structurally
Suburbans
fairly.
around here in nice shape, they fetch a nice dollar. They do. If they're in decent shape. $650.
Well, that was a hell of a deal. That'd been worth it. That'd been worth the drive, Dennis, for me to come there, have you fix it.
Yeah, you're right, John. AI is starting to play a big part in our lives completely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I
And
thought
you're-
about getting a hold of Jamie because I know he's a little closer. He's only a couple hours away, and seeing if he could do it. But time I mess with it, this guy I can just drop it off and leave it, and probably drop it off in the morning and pick it up in the afternoon. I would guess for the next day. It is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. So
Yep, AI is going to take a lot of jobs away. It already is. Look at Walmart, McDonald's, but you know what? Walmart and McDonald's isn't supposed to be a career job either.
exactly.
Oh, good. Now it's held for review. Oh, they got Dennis this time. As far as the boat goes, if someone doesn't take it, I'm going to set it on fire, scrap the engine, burr cruiser outbound. Why would they even flag that?
Send me pictures, Dennis. Send them when
Definitely.
there's no snow on the ground, okay? Because I'm not coming to get anything in the snow.
Yeah. What are you going to actually do with it? You just want the motor out.
You ever heard of a Sawzall?
Yeah, hey, you should put that motor in your van. Because it might run the quarter in more than like 18 seconds or something.
It's a Ford motor, isn't it?
Exactly. That's why you should put it in that van.
Well, the van's a Chevy.
I know.
And
Perfect.
I don't crossbreed anything. Sorry.
Why not? If it's free, it means you can put it in anything.
Well, I've got another Ford I can put it in.
Oh,
I know another one's sitting underneath the tarp. So
have fun trying. Oh, I thought you meant the Mustang. It'll fit in there.
No. This one that's under the tarp is supposed to be the next project after the Mustang. But we shall see what tomorrow brings.
I was going to say,
if I get the one tomorrow, then that will bump the other one out.
There's only one way you're going to make that 460 fit in that. You're going to have to hold it like 100 feet in the air and get it perfect and just let it go. Then it might fit.
Yeah. The other thing I have is a full size vehicle, so it will fit.
Oh, there you go.
So
you're right. It is, Randy, all about the money they get from you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's what it's turning into. You know, those bartering trading days, they're coming to an end because we're running out of stuff to barter and trade.
Yeah.
And what they wanted to get on like a marketplace for some of this stuff, like that Mustang, man, you stole that thing.
That's why I can't afford to buy any GM stuff around here. The GM stuff, they think that stuff's gold.
Up here, everything is gold. And you find something that's not much rust on it, oh my God, look out. You know what I mean? It's gone. And they want, I've seen El Caminos, I was looking at one, they wanted $7,000 for it. And it wasn't that great.
Most of the El Caminos are rotted out for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, the front clips, probably getting parts for the front clips of a El Camino probably is not too bad. But I bet your rear quarters is tough.
I don't even think you can get them anymore.
Well, you probably have to fabricate it yourself.
Jamie, can you get them yet? He'd probably know. But I don't think you can even get those old. You're right. You probably have to make pieces. Or is that like the same as the irregular Chevelle? I don't know. Part of it. I don't know a lot about them.
They made so many of them, all different front ends on them. Chevelles, and I can't remember what was some of the other ones.
Malibu,
yeah.
G-body.
Yeah.
But
I had a Ranchero. and it was actually an LTD2 front end, I believe.
Oh,
It
you
was
had the new.
the
Okay.
last year they made it in '79. So
Yeah.
I guess the first one there was, I believe, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think the first Ranchero they made was in either '57 or '59.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but it was on the Falcon platform, I think.
It was, and I had one of those. I hated it. I had 6-cylinder, 3 on the tree. It was a turd mobile.
Yeah, 100. It was probably a 170 cubic inch.
Oh yeah, it was a gutless wonder.
But yeah, that was the first. I can't remember exactly year, but I know it's around there, and they were not big at all. They
No,
were like a mini Falcon.
they were like they were like the Mustang 2 of Mustangs.
That was probably the worst Mustang they ever built. Then you go up
It
to
is the
the.
worst Mustang. They ruined them. They ruined all the cars from '74 to probably about '79 or '80.
Yep, and then early to mid '80s they came back, and then they started going the other way again.
All because of the fuel economy and the gas prices. And I remember I lived them days. I
Well,
actually worked at a gas station back when they
Yeah.
actually used to fill up. They had attendants that actually pumped the gas, which
What
is unheard.
amazes me with your fuel economy and EPA, they dropped the compression ratios. Your average compression is 10.5, 11 to 1. They drop them at 8.5 to 1. Well, when you go from a volume of like this big to a volume of this big, it's taking more air and gas. So how are you getting better fuel economy? You should have left it alone. But what do I know? You know what I mean?
Not counting all the smog and pollution crap they put on to dog it down even more that made the motor work harder.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize too, because we did it when we were kids. I didn't know until now. When you strip all that pollution stuff off, we used to say you took it all off and it ran worse because you had to rejet the carburetor to make up the difference. Because they had them jetted funky because they were ramming so much air in them and all kinds of stuff. But we used to take all that stuff off. As soon as it pulled in the driveway, rip, 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 and get rid of everything so we could find the engine. Boat motors are 3.2. The cheapest car lot we have selling.
They put all kinds of different boat motors in boats. Mercury was big on doing Fords, I believe.
And the 5.7s.
Yeah. But yeah, Mercury was probably one of the biggest manufacturers of inboards.
Yeah.
But you've got to have because see they suck the water up from the lake, so the manifolds are all different. They cooled it, so that has to be changed over.
Some of them had different blocks.
That's what they make headers for. So
some of them had different blocks too. Ford didn't do much with that, but I think GM had a heavier. Their small block had a heavier block in them. I run a couple of boats. They had V8s in them. They all work good.
The cheapest car on the lot we have selling for $7,000.
And the funny part is, them $7,000 cars, they have 150,000 miles on some. I mean, not you guys, but I see them around here. They're 150, 140,000 miles, like $7,000. Like, what? Yeah, I can't say that. Like, you know what I mean? I was going to say something not good.
We've got a small car lot close to us, and this is how he phrased it to me. The price reflects the mileage. It's the exact way he worded that. The price reflects the mileage. So the cheaper the car is, the higher mileage it is. Yeah. And they're selling cars with 200,000+ miles. It's unfreaking heard of. I mean, you're just buying something ready to break down. So
he wanted stuff for gold. Like, I was looking for a dump trailer because me and the kid, we get our coal, and it's getting ridiculously priced up here. It's like $375 a ton. We can go south 50 miles and get it for $200 a ton. So I'm looking for a cheap dump trailer, $3-4 grand. I don't want to get stupid because it's going to get beat up anyways. It's a dump trailer pulled behind a pickup. I'm actually going to do a review on that, Mike. soon. But I looked at a couple. I went down to look at one. He wanted $4,500 for this thing. The axles were bent. The frame's
You
half rotted out. I mean, this
buy
thing
that.
wasn't worth $1,500. These people want gold for this stuff. But what blows my mind, he'll get that from somebody else. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
You know? And I went and bought a
Going
new
for probably $7,000 to $10,000 here for a 14,000-pound dump trailer.
See, I paid 8 for mine, and mine's a 12.
Yeah.
12,000 pounds. I paid 8,000 for it. So 6 foot wide by 14 foot long.
So I've got to get my dump truck, the dash put back in it so I can get it used and get it up for sale.
Oh, I
But-
thought your friends were bugging you to use it.
Well, they
that
were.
goes.
Well, that's originally before I started doing this, I was going to do a small excavation company. And I bought an excavator and a little termite, a dump truck, and some other stuff. And then you have more friends that come out of the woodwork than man in the moon. And they think, hey, old good old buddy, old pal, I need a hole dug, or I need a water line in, or power trenched in. I need some gravel for my driveway. And
Yep.
but they think you're going to do it for free.
Well, yeah.
And that or one guy, he didn't even offer to pay for my fuel. And I worked for, I probably have 60 hours in on his lot, but he didn't
Wow.
offer to pay for fuel.
And then you give him a
And then
bill,
he
and he looks like you have
Then he
two
got
heads.
mad one day because I wasn't there when I said I was going to be, because I was busy buying hydraulic fluid for it. I'm like, really? The hydraulic fluid, $70 for the thing. So
And like you said, then you give him a bill for it. He looks like you look like you have two heads. Like, really?
Yeah.
Randy, what did you say? California refineries are closing? I didn't see that in the news yet, but I'm sure it's there somewhere.
I didn't know they had refineries in California.
Neither did I.
Well,
A lot of things are changing with this going after licenses that aren't the way they're supposed to be and all. You're going to see some massive changes going on in the next 6 months. Big time. It's coming. We keep our own opinions to ourselves when it comes to all of that, but telling you, you're going to see some changes. It's here. It is the way
there's
it is.
already been plenty of changes over the last 6 or 8 years, and none of them for the good to speak of.
Not really, no.
Too much government. Let's just put it that way. That's not being political. We have way too much government in our life,
Yes,
and
we
we'd
do.
all be better off without it.
Yeah. You're 100% right. You don't know which way to go. I even look it up. I like listen to those I watch those documentaries a lot. And one part a lot many years ago, you look at some of the older stuff during the wars and stuff. We had people get in politics that didn't even want to be there. Did not want to be there, but they did it, and they were good. They did what they had to do the right way. Whatever happened to all of that stuff is beyond me, but I don't know. I just live day by day and hope at the end of the week it doesn't affect it too bad. But it is what it is, man. There's nothing you can do about it.
We're just peons, and we're pawns to the game.
Yes, money and greed. You're 100% right.
Yep.
That's all it's about. So whatever happened to like the plain Jane, like you and I, put a couple things out on Facebook and run for a higher up position and like, okay, let's say president. It won't happen. You have to have millions of dollars and all kinds of other stuff to do anything like that.
Well, my opinion is they ought to put a cap on stuff. Each office should have a cap
Yes,
on
it
what
should.
they're in. And I think there probably is, but we're not in reach of that cap. So
No. I mean, yeah, I don't go for a lot of things, and we may be talking about this a little bit in the chat, but we're also not mentioning parties or nothing. We're just in general. And yeah, I think really that a lot of these positions, you're right, they should be capped at 8 years or whatever, and that's it. Not just the president, right down the line. And
Yeah,
some
I
of them
was
have been
talking
there
about money,
forever.
the amount of money you could spend on a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I can't,
there ought to have a cap on that. But anyway, I get off that. This is just going to piss me off. So
I don't have, let me see, high school friend owns my, in the junkyard near me, and I don't have over the price. Randy, that was a little bit, I don't know. Mike, what do you make out of that?
high school friend owns a junkyard near me. Okay, and I don't. Oh, he doesn't overcharge you. Is that what you mean? He doesn't jack you on prices when you get stuff from the junkyard.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about. Taken out of
okay.
it.
That's the way it used to be for me too.
Yeah.
We used to go to a lot of them. If we were a kid, man, we didn't pay. Everything was so cheap.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
You
could get
know,
$20. You could come out with a buttload of crap.
sometimes we didn't even pay for it. We didn't steal it, but we bartered and traded. Yo, I need 2 motors out. Would you guys handle that by the end of the weekend? Sure. Then what do we get? You go take whatever you want. Transmission, rear
Yeah,
end,
exactly.
tire.
Exactly,
And that's the
Tim.
way we did it.
How are you, Tim? I see you've been fighting the snow up there.
Hello, Tim. I haven't seen him before. Haggle?
Tim is a No Name National alumni from last year.
Awesome.
He's up in the great state of Michigan, in the snow capital of the world, I think, from what I understand.
Really welcome. Glad to have you. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they're getting a lot of snow up there. More snow
Again,
than I want to talk about.
good gosh. You're going to have to erect a dome up there, Tim. You get snow like every freaking day anymore.
Oh, we don't want to share snow. We just want you to keep all of it.
Yeah.
That sounds fair to me.
Knock on wood. We've only had a dusting here so far. So far. But
Not us. I'll have to check out his channel when I get a chance.
we'll
Indecisive,
get
bro.
it. I assure you, we'll get it. It's coming. And we have had pretty mild winters the last 3 or 4 years. So
Literally.
snow
That's,
is a dirty 4-letter word.
that's what I said. We've been so spoiled. We snow. Hell, we got 1 or 2 storms that were a foot, but it was gone in 3 days. And that's how all our winters have been for 4 or 5 years. But in all reality, that also is why our ticks are so bad. And a lot of our critters are so bad. You know?
Yeah.
So we haven't.
I need the moisture. My ponds are about empty, and if I'm going to keep fish in them, I need the water in them. So
Yeah, you definitely need to water it also. That's for sure.
22. Ugh.
30 inches of snow on the ground. God love you, brother. I don't want it.
Junkyard, how are you? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Junkyard, how you going? How's it going? Welcome.
He's another northerner. Way up north. Yep.
Welcome. Glad to have you for sure.
I'm sorry. I have to haggle a little bit, or try. I have to try to haggle on a price. Never pay retail if you can keep from doing it.
Nope.
So, yeah,
Definitely not.
to each your own. But I'll always ask. I'll be nice about it. I won't run their product down or anything, but I'll be nice about it. It's like, would you take this or would you take that? Now I won't lowball nobody, because ain't nothing pisses me off more than somebody tries to lowball me on something. The marketplace warrior tire kickers, they're notorious for that.
Yes, they are.
I don't want to,
Okay.
I know I'm not taking 50% of what I'm asking. Not happening. I price my stuff to where I can take a little bit less, because a lot of people like me, they think they're getting a deal if they can get it whatever, $20, $50 cheaper, depending on what it is.
That was Riddell said, "Oh my God, 30 inches, yuck," and they flagged it.
Exactly,
Really?
junkyard. Exactly. That is part of the deal.
Unfortunately, I've run across deals like that where you walk in and like that Corvette. I didn't haggle him at all because I knew, and he showed me his phone. He had 1,000 messages on messenger on what do you call it, Fred? A marketplace. And I was the first one, and I went up and looked at it. I didn't even
Horse
haggle him
trading.
because he could have unloaded it quick.
Horse trading works too, but
Yeah, it does.
I just hate having to deal with the horses, you know.
Yeah, they're expensive. Sharing is good. Yep, Randy, sharing is definitely good.
Sharing is caring, right?
That's right.
And you're close enough that I could drive to your junkyard up there in Iowa. So
There you go. I don't know if you want to go there anytime soon, though, because they're probably going to get a blizzard here in the next
No.
couple of weeks.
No, well, and I'm sure the cars up there in Iowa are probably in worse shape they are than on the Missouri-Arkansas border. So
That's what I've heard. I've heard Junkyard Diggs on his channel talk about that. Some of you see some of the stuff he finds. Ooh, it's not good. Not good at all. I guess Minnesota, certain states, Tennessee is like I said. We went down there, and the condition that stuff was in was mind blowing, like mind blowing. No rust, none.
Tennessee's kind of like the gearhead capital of the world, I think. As many car events and gearheads they got down there.
Mm-hmm. That's where I want to move. I hate Pennsylvania, and right now is one of the big reasons why.
I've only been there once to pick up my truck, and I wasn't there long enough to pass judgment on it.
Oh, you didn't tell me you got the truck in Tennessee. That's where you drove to get it. You're at the bottom of Iowa?
You're
Yeah,
out there in the middle of God's country, out there in no man's land, then,
Yeah, he is.
because northern Missouri and southern Iowa ain't nothing but corn.
He's not that far away from you.
Probably 5 hours, because
Okay.
you have to think about it. Northern Missouri, southern Missouri. Missouri's a pretty tall state, so
That's when we went to Tennessee, man. I was like fried by the time we got out of Virginia. That is one long state. Like from top to bottom, yeah. That was brutal.
yeah. The state you don't want to drive through is Kansas.
Really?
Oh my God. It seems like 12 days to drive through Kansas. I did it on a bike before, and
Ooh.
it
Ooh.
and summertime it's pretty hot and
Yeah.
windy, and there's nothing to see. It's sporadic houses with fields as far as you can see. I'm glad people live there. I don't have no desire.
I hear you.
Now, southeast Kansas is not too bad, but
Still wondering what Randy can share. He got
yes, you are 100% correct. You know, I kind of got a little sleepy driving across South Dakota too, until I got over by Rapid City and all that. So
I get sleepy driving down to the local.
Yeah, Rapid City.
I get sleepy driving down to just a Walmart.
I try not to go there.
Yeah.
No matter what state, I try not to go there.
Tell me about it.
Walmart is just a state of confusion. So,
Yeah, actually, the land of confusion. I think they made a song. Genesis made a song about that. order from them, get them to bring it. That's really cool. You never get everything. Or there's substitutes, but you know what? It is what it is. Sure beats going there. And I heard some places like down your way, I said those towns and stuff, they use drones to deliver stuff. I've been hearing. I was watching a thing on that. They actually use drones to deliver packages and stuff.
Hmm.
Huh. Oh, that works.
That's a lot. I think Dennis is supposed to get something crazy like that. Junkyard, how much snow you got going on up there?
I'm in Drums. You look in the map, right over 80-81 crossover. That's where we're at.
Thought it would never end. Yeah. Yes, I agree.
That one's for you, Mike.
Yeah. If you ever come back down to Branson, you need to get a hold of me. Did you get that seat in the van yet? I'm slowly getting rid of them bucket seats. I've bought something the other day. I think I'm going to get rid of 2 of them. Well, it's still early in the season. Just wait. You'll get it.
Yeah, we're
sure
about
I
10
will
inches.
too, so.
We're at about 10 inches. What is that van you have, Mike? Is that a 350 in that thing?
Yeah. It's actually got a 350 GM Goodwrench crate motor in it.
Oh, that's good.
It's got, I looked at the ticket. I've got every maintenance record on that van from when it was bought new. Every oil change, service work, anything that was ever done to it. Because it was they bought new for a city. So the city had their own maintenance. So I've got a stack of paperwork like that of slips.
Really?
And the receipt to where they bought and the new Goodwrench motor. And the van's got 74,000, I think, on it, something like that.
That's awesome.
And the motor was put in it at like 60-some thousand. So it doesn't have very many miles on the motor. So
Tim said, I used to haul cheese to the caves near you back in the 90s, Mike.
you put your finger on Illinois, in Missouri, and put your finger on me. I don't understand that, but you used to haul cheese to the caves near you back in the 90s. Oh, and did you haul it to the underground there in Springfield? I've always wanted to go in there. They said it's like a big city underground.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they drive semis in underneath. There's all kinds of stuff. There's stores in there and everything else. But it's kind of top secret, I think.
I've seen a place like that. They had a turntable underground for semis.
Huh. Yeah, I don't mind the snow either, really. It's the bone-chilling cold. And
Yep.
as I've gotten older, I can't take the cold very good. Oh, okay. I know where
That's
that kid got that. We have family that's in Quincy, Illinois, which is, 45 minutes from Keokuk? Something like that.
Junkyard D said he has this
northeast. So you're 6 hours away from me.
Man, everybody's so far apart.
Yeah.
Junkyard D said
unless you live in North Carolina, then everybody. It's like a YouTuber's.
That in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Junkyard said he got the seat put in a van, but it's not mounted or anything. It'll be a summer project.
Yeah. It's kind of like me. I got the leather seat throwed in the back of the A-Team van, but I don't have it bolted down because I'm still welding up all the holes where they had all kinds of crap bolted into the floor. So
Yeah, sometimes the amount of work factor is like, yeah, I'll do it next week. I do that a lot. No wonder I get so far behind. Some
My
days there's
problem
just no
is
momentum.
lack of motivation.
Yeah,
And
I
in the
know.
cold weather, it surmounts twice as fast. So
And I can deal with the cold, but every time it's wind. We get wind here this year. We've got like nonstop. It hasn't been like this in a long time. I mean, that wind drops the temperature 20 degrees. I was staying in New Milford the other night, 8 degrees without the wind chill. So it's definitely not going to be a fun year. That's for sure.
I think everybody's going to get hammered pretty much. Maybe the folks down in Florida, maybe not, but
I think even Tennessee's going to get snow this year.
Randy, I am 25 minutes east of Branson, Missouri, is where I'm located.
How hot does it usually get out there in the summertime? Where you're at, Mike?
Typical Midwestern summer, full of humidity.
100-degree days.
And probably I'm going to say the average is probably about 85 to 88 with about 90% humidity.
It's not much different than here then.
Yeah.
Really. It's not much different than here.
So. Yep.
There you go.
Junkyard. Yep. Nah, I remember. Okay. I'm all about it. If things go as planned, the van's going to be converted into a tow vehicle. I'm working on a Mustang right now for the 6-cylinder bracket. If it'll run on sludge.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Never in my life have I had to take brake clean and squirt in through the drain plug of an oil pan to get a pan clean without removing it. So, but I wasn't pulling the motor. I was not going to pull the motor to just pull the oil pan to clean the sludge out. I'm going to roll the dice and see what happens. If she blows, she blows, and well, I guess I'll pull it then.
I wonder if you could run that at like half diesel and half engine oil for a couple of minutes if it would hurt it.
I'd be afraid to spin a bearing, probably.
You think? For just a minute or so?
Well, the first time I'm not gonna run it very long. I mean, I bought some of the finest oil and oil filter that money could buy because I knew I probably wasn't gonna run it for about 5 or 10 minutes. And I went to Tractor Supply and 5 quarts for $13.99. And I bought O'Reilly's cheapest oil filter. So
there's one for you, Mike.
Absolutely not. Yeah, not fast, just something to hook the trailer to. Yeah, that's kind of my deal was the Mustang. I don't ever plan on licensing it. Not to say I never will. Never say never. And if the Mustang runs, it'll either be A, a burnout car, or B, running the 6-cylinder bracket, or C, both. So
heck, my car, my T-Bird, I think I put 100 miles on last year. It's not even worth having it licensed. Everywhere I go, it's on the trailer. We don't even really run it in the road.
So Dennis, Tim, what's the story on the truck? I heard it was on the hold or something. Yeah, I'm voting for C, but I'm not holding my breath on it. So
3.8 liter Mustang.
Yeah, it's the best motor Ford ever made. The 3.8. I already know it's got either a cracked head or a bad head gasket. One of the two.
Jamie couldn't find one of those T-Bird motors.
They told me they were up front with him. Told me they didn't say it ran when parked because we all know what that means. They pushed it, but anyway, they said that it was blowing white smoke. They shut it off, towed it home, and it sat underneath the tree.
I think they should have
Well,
said a
I
compressed
believe
liquid.
part of it, but I believe the head gasket. I believe it was puffing white smoke. The rest of it, I just don't know. But I can't really. The shell, I didn't pay that much for it, but the car has no rust on it. It's got one small dent in it. The floor pan, there's very little surface rust underneath the car, whatsoever. I mean,
And the
I
shock
had
towers
it
are
on the
good.
lift, and there's nothing underneath it. I believe the car came from Florida originally, and I bought it at Tulsa, Oklahoma. So
And the shock towers are good, and that's amazing because they were usually shot on all of them.
yeah, there's remarkably the car is intact. It hasn't been, what is it, violated, accosted, or hasn't been tore apart or assaulted. And it hasn't, basically no paint on the top, the hood, or the trunk.
It's a shame you couldn't find one of those Thunderbird Super Coupe engines with the
I
supercharger
can
because
find all kinds of Thunderbirds, but I can't find one that's turbocharged.
they're supercharged.
Supercharged.
That would be neat because I haven't seen anybody make that swap. That would be a neat swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a title with that car,
It
didn't you?
does have a title. Oh, yes. It's got a clear title. Now, the one I'm going to look at tomorrow does not have a title. So that's kind of a problem for me because of Missouri is a real PIA getting a title. So I
You got to do
probably
a
PIA, pain in the.
Yep. That thing. Yep.
I'll probably have to hire a company to get a title for it.
You should have seen me the one for the Thunderjet dually in PA. What a nightmare. That truck had a salvage title, and you know why I had a salvage title? Because when it came from the factory, it came with a 5,000-pound chassis title. Well, when UPS or U-Haul put a box on it, it was retitled. So when they take the box off, they put a salvage title in the truck. I had to go through all those loopholes and all that stuff, and I had a title because it had a salvage thing. What a nightmare! This went on for months.
Yeah,
getting a title for that truck.
So
I'll never do that again.
What's the weight on the fab shop there, Tim?
What's he going to do at 800 horsepower?
No, his truck is strict. His is not a street truck, not in my opinion. It's a total race truck. So,
but with 800 horsepower, that would be a fun street truck. I'm going to tell you that. My God, yeah, that would be awesome. Tim, you should make that a street truck and put spray on top of it yet. That thing would be a sleeper.
Speaking of sleepers, that's something I wish I had back. I had a Mercury Zephyr. I can't remember, what was it? 79. It was a 79.
Late 70s.
79. It was a 2-door bucket seats with automatic on the floor. Had I think it was a 206 cylinder in it. And I paid $67.50 for the car back in the good days.
They're like gold now.
Yeah. And the body was straight, paint was all faded out, had the Landau top, and I broke down and put a 1970 Chevrolet, or not 1970, a 1970 302 from a Ford Torino in it. Talk about a fast freaking car when I put it together.
Mm-hmm. They're like gold now. They're even more gold than the Mustangs and stuff. It's the same platform underneath.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're to find one of them in nice shape, man, you can get one and you can make a lot of money on one of them up this way.
Yeah. So is a fab shop, are they just doing the cage? Are they doing the motor too?
You should put that motor in your van.
Yeah, okay. Again, he's got a Ford truck.
N-
We don't crossbreed here. Not at Lone Ranch Garage. There's no crossbreeding.
Yeah, but that makes it fun.
I may live close to Arkansas, but not in a
Right? I mean, how hard would it be to put like a big block Chevy in that van? That'd fit right in there, wouldn't it? I mean, it's
And-
hard to put in, but it's a van. But
I doubt it. I really
would they physically fit in there? I don't even know.
I don't know if boy there wouldn't be any room. I'm afraid you'd have to cut the floor pan out.
I don't know. It'd be. I could have swore that you were talking about Pole Barn Garage. I could have swore that he had a van with a big block, a Chevy with a big block in it. It was one of them long vans with all the windows.
Yeah, he may have. I don't know.
Factory. It was 3/4 or 1-ton van. I could have swore it had a big block in it from factory. That he said.
No, I don't know. So,
Now I'll have to search later on and see if I can find that video. Wow, what happened? We just jumped. He has a lot of neat stuff he does. I'll tell you that.
well,
With all the
when
he likes his boards.
you got 500,000 subscribers, you can build a car every couple weeks.
I could only wish that was never going to
We
happen.
don't have that fundage coming in.
I'll be lucky if by the time I'm 60, if I have 10,000 subscribers. $9.90 and a quarter-mile goal plus a little spray. Spray is always good. For just in case, and the fab should be done in April. Johnny Lightning Performance is doing the motor.
It probably was junkyard. $9.90 in the quarter. The goal is put a little hydrogen case.
They always say a little spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are they going to have the motor done before April? Or do you have to leave the motor out for the cage? I know you got, last I knew, you already had the motor out. You pulled the motor before you took it to North Carolina, didn't you? I thought they did the cage in North Carolina. I thought that's why you took it there. I may be wrong.
Mike, that little spray is probably like 450 horsepower or something.
Yeah.
They all say that, right?
I've never had that. So
when it looks like Niagara Falls. Yeah, I did spray back in the day.
Like I say, I'm old school. I like the carbureted.
Back in high school, we played with spray.
Yeah.
That would get me in trouble.
No, it would probably get me killed. So
you just don't hit the button long.
I'm probably on life number 8 right now. So
yeah, I'm probably up there too. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but there's a couple of times that we won't even discuss it. It was pretty bad. Apparently, it wasn't my time yet, but don't worry, that time's coming, I'm sure. Especially when you have some of the stuff that working on stuff by yourself and like that one, you look at Vice Grip Garage's thing, you almost had a car fall on him, Mike. There was hidden video.
It's gonna happen.
They never showed a regular clip because of YouTube, but he has that thing, you join and then you can see the behind scenes stuff. And they showed it. Yeah. He was pulling on a manifold or pipe or something, and the one jack stand kicked out.
Okay, Tim, I'm confused here again. He's going to the shop in Pennsylvania in January. I'm guessing that is for the cage. What did they do in North Carolina? I thought wasn't they putting a roll cage in the cab? Because I remember you did that short on getting the seat lined up and stuff like that.
Where's it going to? Where are you taking it in PA?
Cage is in
Motor.
North. Oh, gotcha. All right.
Who's doing the motor in PA? He better not say what he think he may say because I'll be like, what? Because then I know he'd have to stop and see me.
So they never actually got the cage in it yet in North Carolina. You just took it and dropped it off, I'm guessing. What do you mean, Randy? You don't think there's room? Room to put a big block in a van? It'd all be all that awful tight.
Oh yeah, definitely. What if when you die, you get to see how close you came to dying in your life and can think of a few?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if you get our age, there's going to be a few times you've had a close call or two.
Oh yeah.
Back in my stock car days, I had thank God the car was pretty much stripped, but I had a Monte Carlo fall on me. And there wasn't nobody around. And I was able, my feet was free. I was able to get the floor jack back under the pumpkin and pump the jack with my feet to get it up off of me. But yeah,
Wow.
I could see light flickering at the end. So
Wow, that's damn. Yeah, that's something.
but
I heard.
that was back when I was in my 20s and I was a bull, and
Yep, me too.
it'd kill me now. So
Did he ever answer where he was actually taking the motor? I don't think he did. If he did, I missed it.
no,
I don't think he
that's
did.
I think it may be a need to know basis. I don't know.
Maybe.
But you don't have to worry about it. I probably won't be driving to Pennsylvania to have somebody work on a motor for me. But my motor's not going to would never be like yours. So
Yeah, right.
I am too tight for something like that.
Yeah, makes two of us.
Yeah, but I'm an old man now, Junkyard. But ever since then, I've had a shoulder problem because I was laying on my side when it came down on me. So ever since then, I've had shoulder issues. So
You're lucky, man. You are very, very lucky.
yeah,
You can't get no luckier than that. That's cutting it really close. Really close. I don't know. I guess Tim's gone.
he's probably busy. He's probably still out there with a shovel scooping snow.
Yep. Or he could have went for a snack.
Yeah, I think
I
his
can't.
last short said he's been like 3 days in that snow plow.
I believe it.
Yeah. So he gets done, and there he is, and back at it.
Dude,
Johnny in performance. So,
do you realize that he will literally be like 40 minutes from my house?
Hmm.
No, yeah, you will. He'll be like 40 minutes from my house.
now is
Actually,
that Johnny Lightning? Is he kind of like a sponsor for you?
yeah, you definitely got to let me know when you're coming up. I'm usually around on the weekend. That'd be fun.
I got a dog here that won't go to bed until I go to bed. He's sitting at my feet.
Yeah, I remember. Like you say, I learned on working on cars like too. I just learned, don't take the chances. Do it right. If I counted how many shortcuts I took jacking cars up and doing stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
How
don't
many
take the chance.
times have you jacked a car up and not used a jack stand?
I don't have enough fingers and toes to count that. It'd only take a second to change a tire. Yep. Oh, guess what?
Oh, and I'll jack up car to change the tire, but I ain't getting underneath the car to change the tire either. So
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. You got to hit me up on on Facebook Messenger and I'll give you my number. The Allgaiers Garage, I have a Facebook page also.
air
Now,
breather
shoot.
on the cat dozer he had set up to drink all the fuel it wanted. Okay. Yeah, that's old school, the old Oliver tractors.
Oh, wow. I like the Oliver tractor that came with a
I
three-cylinder
don't even
diesel.
know what year they quit making an Oliver tractor. I think they were bought out by White, were they not? Then
Yeah,
I
but
think White has been bought out since then.
Oliver and who was the other one? They actually exchanged. They had identical tractors. They were just painted different. I can't even think of the other one. They were red.
That sounds kind of familiar, like all of them today.
Yeah.
They all them South Korean tractors are basically copycats off the other one. Probably made in the same factories.
I got a Kubota. It's good enough. But yeah, remember that. Shoot me a message on my The Allgaiers Garage Facebook page, and I'll hook up with you, and I'll give you my phone number. Yeah, he's literally like right down the street from me. That's awesome. See, that's one thing, Mike, about YouTube. Did somebody just hit your ejection seat or what?
Huh?
I thought you're gonna blast off through the roof.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's cool about YouTube. That did like you and I are talking. I'd have never
Right.
met you otherwise.
Exactly.
I talked to Dennis. I talked to Jamie. I don't think he's here anymore.
There's
You know,
probably nobody on here that I would have ever known if it wasn't
me
been for YouTube. I mean,
no,
you look, Tim's from Michigan. I've only been to Michigan once in my life, and probably wasn't too far from where he's at. But I would have never met him without this.
no.
And same way with you and the guys from North Carolina and Junkyard D, and makes a small world when you start talking to some of these people.
Yeah, it does.
You actually Bigfoot, Bigfoot and Mopars. He actually used to work where my wife worked in Illinois,
Really.
and probably about the same time. And you know, it's just really kind of a small world.
What's his first name?
Huh?
Indecisive. What's his first name?
Tim.
That's Tim. I got it with the other one. But yeah, Tim, I'll shoot you my address and stuff. Like you said, give me on Messenger, the Allgaiers Garage. I don't put that across here. And then I'll give you my phone number and stuff. And depending which, if he comes in 80, he's literally driving right past my house. Literally. I'm like a half mile off the interstate. If he comes up from the south, then it's a little bit farther, but I'm within 40 minutes of Long Pond from there. We used to go to the races up there all the time till they ruined NASCAR. But yeah, we don't do the NASCAR thing anymore. It's
I
not
don't
like
think a lot of people do anymore.
Huh?
I don't think a lot of people don't anymore. Oh, okay. Now I see. Dennis sent me a picture of the buggy. I'll see if I can show you. Hang on. He sent it on Messenger, so it showed up on my computer.
He might have sent it to me too.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah. You know
I
what?
could fix something like that. It don't have a motor in it.
Yeah, but Mike, that'd be a perfect candidate for a 460 Ford boat motor.
I don't think the suspension would handle it.
Yeah, well, you do a little bit of work to it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. It'll be fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine.
I'm not going to test drive it, so it doesn't matter to me.
Dennis, I just seen that on Messenger. Thinking I got a message because I got my laptop open because I was gonna go live on my laptop, but the way it worked out, it was phone only, so that's fine. I'm just using the laptop to prop my phone up. So
Yeah, well, for some reason, like you said, I'm working on finding all that neat stuff out. Yeah, there you go. Motorcycle motor would work too.
Yeah. Now see, you got to be a budget build. Predator. Put a Predator motor on it. Chain drive. Call it done. No brakes. Brakes
What
are
do
for
you mean brakes? Brakes are
brakes are
for
for
sis-
sissies.
That's right. Yeah, it is. Brakes are for sissies.
How many mini bikes did you guys have in your freaking life that
Oh,
didn't have?
jeez.
And when you went to stop, you drove it into the ditch, or you just bailed off of it and let her go.
Yep.
I
That's the
know
problem.
of
I
at
didn't.
least 3 or 4.
New Providence, PA. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, look me up
Pennsylvania.
anyways. We'll exchange stuff like Mike and I did, like Dennis and I did, like everybody else did. New Providence. That sounds familiar.
The only thing it sounds to me is cold.
Oh, it's cold. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. It's definitely cold.
I don't see how you guys do it. Kudos to y'all. I know y'all got some people's got to live up north, but it ain't for me.
Yeah, well, don't worry. It's not fun.
I agree. Drag your feet. Yep, I've done that on a lot of things.
I'm making a habit out of that.
Three wheelers, the old Honda ATVs.
I grew up with them.
No brakes. Half the
Yep.
time I'm so stupid that when I pulled a wheelie, I put my feet down, and then we all know what happens when you put your feet down on the
200
three-wheeler.
200X, Honda 200X. I grew up on one of them things. Yep, and you're right. I got wrecked enough, that's for sure. So I guess we're gonna get ready to sign off here. It looks like Mike already did. It was by accident, I'm sure. So, oh, there he is. What'd you do?
Yeah. Oh, I went to look to see what the weather was. I didn't know it knocked me out of it.
Oh, yeah, it'll knock you out, but then you come right back.
I think
I guess
ours was a 185 was what we had, the old 185s.
I had a 200 Big Red and I had a 200 SX or was it an EX? I don't know, but the thing was like a rocket ship. That one you could jump and hurt yourself with. So I was on a regular basis.
South to Ohio. I guess Ohio is south. Not much south, but it is south.
Yeah, for him it is.
Yeah. I'm thinking in 2 years, Florida, Texas, or Arizona.
Tim, do you go up to PRI or nothing? I know I'm working with Allstate Carburetor, and they're going to be they're out there right now. They went out to PRI to sell some of their stuff.
Tracy, I don't remember the mud bug, but I think I have an idea what you're talking about. It wasn't like a motorcycle brand. It was, I'm guessing, it's kind of like a big wheeler, 3-wheeler, glorified big wheel go-kart type thing.
I think they had a Briggs and Stratton on them.
Yeah. I remember what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
Do you remember the other one?
Yeah.
What was the motorcycle with the quad, big ATV tires? What was that? We had one of them for a long time, but I can't remember what it was called. It had a regular Briggs and Stratton, but it had huge tires on it.
I can see it, but I can't place it on what it was called.
Boy,
I remember the big red junkyard. Yeah, that was a Honda, wasn't it? Big red.
Yeah,
I think it was like it was geared for the farmers. I think it was
185, 200, and a 250. I think you could get.
Yeah,
they were indestructible, man. There was a Kawasaki Bayou that the kids had completely destroyed. I sold it, and then I found another one identical to it. And I'm like, you know what? I bought it because I wanted to have another one. You can't kill them. They're good machines for Kawasaki.
Yeah.
Wish I could remember what that thing is called. It had two like quad tires, big, and it was almost like, or was it called a Rupp? No, it was like a Rupp though, but it was bigger. It had big tires on it and stuff. Remember the Rupps with the chain? It was a Briggs and Stratton and smaller tires. You could drive them down the road. It was like that, but it was bigger, and it had big quad tires on it. There's a name for it. I can't remember what it was. They were fun. They were fun. They were fun. Usually do, but in the camp this year, they couldn't get away. And PRI is where I solicit new sponsors. Oh, there you go.
Well,
Like I said,
that's
Jared.
in Indiana, on Indianapolis this weekend. PRI.
No, is that? I thought it was in Michigan. I forget where it. No, it's in Michigan, I think.
There was something. I think at Allgaiers Garage. He was live in Indianapolis at some kind of event. I don't know what it was. Looked too rich for my blood. So,
But I know Allstate Carburetor. They took a big display out. I was talking to Jared last week about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Indianapolis.
I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't sure. I wouldn't have bet my life on it. That's for damn sure.
Because I know the old man Prod goes out there.
High dollar vendors there.
Oh yeah. From what I hear, you got to have an invite. If you don't have an invite, you can't even get in. I mean, you can go in and watch, but if you don't have an invite, you can't go in the vendor do anything. You have to correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, but that's what I've heard.
You had to be a member of PRI to attend it. So
my one engine builder that did my heads, Louis Terra, he's out there every year. He has a machine shop in Bloomsburg. He goes out every year. Someday.
Well, I'm gonna call it a night, I think, guys.
Yep. Me too.
On here for a long time.
Yeah, we have.
My timer started over, I guess, when I went to check the weathers, but it was over 2.5 hours. So
no, ain't that long. I have 147 minutes. I don't know if that's right.
Well,
I don't know if it's
that's over 2 hours.
Oh,
2
it
hours,
is.
25 minutes, yeah. So,
I'm thinking 1 hour and 47 minutes, but that's I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming in. I know it's a Friday night, it's late, and thanks for spending your last couple hours of the night with us, man. Appreciate it.
Y'all have a good night. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
See ya.